Have you ever wondered what happens when a newspaper millionaire decides to become a real estate developer? Well, let me tell you a tale of Richard Desmond. Daily Express, OK Magazine, in 2011 he decides to try something new. 12 years on, this is the result. 4 planning applications, 1 ministerial scandal, a hostage secondary school, millions in legal fees, and the site is still an empty field. So, let's start at the beginning. Westferry Printworks was once one of the biggest printworks in Europe. Closed in 2011, 3 years later Desmond bought the freehold. In 2015, the first planning application went in. 722 homes plus a secondary school. Desmond opening affordable housing offer, just 11%, against a policy target of 35%. Tower Hamlets said it would have refused the scheme outright. Boris approved it anyways. Demolition followed almost immediately. Then, nothing. No homes, and despite the school being written into the very first permission, zero preparation work on it. Not one brick. 2 years later, Desmond went back for more. 1,524 homes, 5 towers up to 44 stories. Both the council and the planning inspectors said no. Which brings us to the scandal you might have heard of. November 2019, a Conservative Party fundraising dinner. Housing Secretary of the time, Robert Jenrick, is seated next to Desmond. Desmond shows him renders of the scheme on his phone. Soon after, the text arrives. "We don't want to give Marxists lots of dough for nothing." Seriously, people still talk like that? On the 14th of January 2020, Jenrick approves the 1,524 home scheme against his own inspector's advice. One day before the new Council 11 developers, known as the SIL, kicks in. That timing reportedly saved Desmond around £45 million. What a coincidence. 2 weeks after the approval, Desmond donates £12,000 to the Conservative Party. Turns out that's a going rate to throw out the planning system. Good to know. You'll be relieved to know Tower Hamlets sued. Jenrick conceded in court his decision was unlawful by reason of apparent bias. The appeal gets reheard in 2021, same scheme, same site, same facts. This timing, it's dismissed. 22 breaches of the planning policy. Same building, very different verdict. All that was happening in court, something quieter and arguably even worse was happening on paper. That secondary school from the original 2016 permission, legally due to open in September 22, Desmond simply never signed the lease. Eventually in 2024, a third and smaller scheme gets approved. 1,358 homes, same 35% affordable housing targets as before, this time actually locked in 379 homes. You thought, this must be it. He's got what he wanted, surely he can start building now. Fortunately, no. Barely a year later, Westferry Developments applies to cut affordable housing from 379 homes down to just 100. The council says no, the city hall says no, legal costs are now pushing £20 million. You know what Desmond's plan is? To appeal. As of July 2026, the entire site is up for sale, 12 years, 4 planning applications, and still an empty field on the Thames that nobody seems quite sure anyone actually wants to buy. You know what else this planning application has given us? A one-of-a-kind viability assessment. Same building, same units, same market, and depending on whose spreadsheet you trust, it either loses £21 million or it makes £158 million. A video is coming soon on exactly how that works. Follow so you don't miss it.